Alright, so in the newest Bleach update of Anime Last Stand, update 6.7, we got new secret boss fights for Ulquiorra and Aizen. In this video I'm going to show you guys how to solo both of them pretty easily. I'm going to apologize in advance for being bad at talking today. This is being recorded after all the update stuff, so I'm very tired. But I hope you guys enjoy the video or find it helpful. If you do, maybe if you like or subscribe. But anyways, let's get into it. I'm going to start off with the Aizen Fight in the brand new survival mode. We're going to be running it with 5 modifiers here, every single modifier except for the top one. And for the team we're using, Johnny, you're going to want Glitch on him. Luffy and Shadow can kind of be Overlord, doesn't really matter. You do probably want the Soul of Intimidation on Shadow and Soul of Speed on Luffy. You could try it without though. I've got the Soul of Strength on Johnny, which is important. Efficiency on Erwin for the cost reduction, and then the farm souls on my farms here. The 3 main units we have of Luffy, Johnny, Shadow all have the critical skill tree. Fully maxed out with 15k kills. Erwin has no skill tree, because I don't expect you to farm kills on him. And both of the farms have a maxed out support skill tree. Okay, we load in here. I'm gonna walk backwards and throw my idol down right about here, where I like to place mine. Johnny's gonna go down right next to her, and we're gonna get money and place down Bulma somewhere within idol's range, doesn't really matter. We're just gonna turn our farms onto auto upgrade. I put my idol on 1 and Bulma on 2. Then we go to Aizen here, talk to Aizen, confirm, and he's gonna go away for a while. He's not gonna appear until the timer runs out on the top left, that's when the boss fight's actually gonna start. Just gonna wait until my farms are maxed out here. Johnny should kind of handle everything on upgrade 0 if you have Glitch on him. If you don't, maybe upgrade him once or twice, but for the first few waves, depending on the modifiers, we'll be fine. And again, we don't really need to worry about Aizen until the final timer runs out. We are, of course, going to throw our idol ability on auto here, because we might as well for extra damage. Once we got both farms maxed out, we can start upgrading Johnny. We'll get him on auto upgrade 3. Same thing for Tusk. And then we'll place down Shadow probably right about here. And Luffy, probably next to him, doesn't really matter. And then Erwin, just kind of covering everyone. But for now, don't upgrade him at all, doesn't really matter. If I didn't explain it much in the lobby, the main carry is just going to be Johnny, and like raw damage from Johnny. So when you get the Wish on Bulma here, we're going to go for the Wish of Power for 20% extra damage. I'm going to get mine by wave 16 it looks like. Depending on your farming, you could get it before or less by like 1 or 2 waves. Doesn't really matter here. We're going to pop that wave 16. Pop that right away and go for Wish Power. And we should be pretty close to maxing out both Johnny and Tusk right now. We have them both on auto upgrade 3. Once we max out both Johnny and Tusk Act 4, we're gonna go to Shadow here, and we're gonna try and get him to full AoE if we can. Which is like pretty expensive, but upgrade 12 is what we're looking for. Should make enough money to get Shadow to upgrade 13 for the mini nuke. Okay, we got 1 minute left. We're coming up on when Aizen spawns in. So I'm just going to warn you guys real quick. He's going to make your units target last here, which is why we're kind of using Shadow. Okay, we got Aizen coming in here on whenever the timer hits 0. So we're going to auto wormhole on our Johnny first, because we're already hitting Aizen. We don't need a TP on him yet. Might as well pop Ulti as well, and keep that on auto. Same with Chumimi. Probably upgrade Erwin once and get the buff on there. And then Shadow, upgrade 13. Might as well pop Mini Atomic for the damage. We should see Aizen leaving Johnny's range. What we're going to do here is wait for Wormhole to be off cooldown. Make sure you turn off auto on that when you use it the first time. We're going to use Wormhole, and we're going to TP pretty far back to where he can only kind of see Aizen. You only want Aizen in his range here. Put him like right back here. And yep, there we go. So Aizen is making him target last, but he is only kind of targeting Aizen here. He doesn't have a range buff. I'm going to move my Erwin over to where he's at. Max him out. We might as well get Luffy to full AoE, which is the upgrade 7 here. But once you have Irwin placed down by Johnny, and Johnny is far back enough to attack Aizen, I'll probably have to move him back even more actually. Unfortunate. We're gonna go ahead and pop Leader's Influence and Final Speech on our Johnny. Hopefully he keeps attacking Aizen. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna make sure you put him far back enough, so depending on your range on your Johnny, I'm gonna make sure Aizen's the only thing in his range right now so that he's attacking last, but he's always gonna be hitting the boss here. But you don't want to pop Final Lesson because he gains a lot of range there. That's pretty much guaranteed gonna make you attack the enemies that are spawning in back here. You can upgrade your Luffy with extra cash, you know, get him more damage in, might as well. Keep him full AoE though, because you want him to hit the boss and the stuff in the front. Eight and a half minute run, took a while, but pretty safe strat. You can always just TP Johnny further and further back and make sure he's always hitting Aizen. We're buffing him up with Irwin, and then Shadow and Luffy for debuffing. Pretty easy, they're both full AoE so they handle the front enemies pretty well. Next up we got the Ulquiorra Fight, and he's going to be in the new raid. Menos Forest Act 6 right here. There is a special hidden fight. That fight is going to be triggered by losing with Ulquiorra as your only unit placed down. The first evolution of Ulquiorra, not the new one. And for the team I'm running, we have Itadori with the Soul of Strife for SPA reduction, Triple S everything, Avatar Glorious there. Preferably Glitch, but I think Avatar Mastery would also be fine, maybe even Overlord. The best part about Itadori is his percent base damage. Doesn't really matter what trait you have. I'm running Dio for his SPA reduction, Bulma and Idol for farming, and then the first evolution of Ulquiorra just for starting the boss fight. We do have one extra slot that we're not using. I'd recommend using that extra slot for maybe Luffy as a godly lead, maybe Green Esper for the slow, pretty much any good fire damage unit if you have enough money, and Itadori's not enough. Don't remember if I said it already, but maxed out crit tree on Itadori and Dio. Otherwise I'm just going to run it with the 5 units right here. Okay, when we load in here, we're going to start farming up for a while. You should get your Idol down pretty much anywhere. You're going to end up selling her anyway. Get Bulma down next to her, and auto-upgrade both of them. So I like to put my Idol on 1, Bulma on 2, and just kind of let the game do its thing for a while. I think by wave either 7 or 8, enemies are going to walk far enough to like kind of almost lose here. Should get one more upgrade out of here if you can. Now we're going to go to 1x speed, sell the farms right here. We got a good amount of cash, right? We're going to place down Ulquiorra, because this is how you initiate the boss fight, is just lose with him as the only unit on the map. Here it comes, there we go. Got Ulquiorra spawning in. Now what we're going to do is just keep farming up, we're going to get our idol back down. Mine right here, doesn't really matter. Bulma right next to her as well. Probably want to be quicker with placing them back down, but whatever. We got those maxed out fully. I'm going to throw down my Itadori, make sure he's got like full map-wide coverage here, so probably right here. And Dio, right next to Itadori with Dio. Make sure he is reducing SPA as much as we can. Now we can just auto-upgrade Itadori on 3, auto-upgrade Dio on 4, and 3x speed, let the game kind of do its thing. We're going to have Itadori on strongest here. We're going to make sure we're attacking Ulquiorra. And we're going to auto on Resilient Shrine. Once we have Itadori maxed out at least. Don't know if I said that. Once we get Road Roller on Dio, might as well throw it on auto as well. Pretty good time stop there. And the Overheaven special, I'm going to use that on wave 20. Might as well, doesn't really matter here. Itadori still targeting the boss, which is good. He is going to have a second phase pop up pretty soon. We have plenty of time to take Ulquiorra down. He doesn't walk very fast. We're just going to wait for him to eventually get shipped down by Itadori. Oh yeah, I forgot to wish on Bulma. Might as well wish power for extra damage, but I mean, for me it didn't really matter. And I only have Itadori with Avatar, so not too huge really. There we go, we got a 5-minute clear. Very easy. And those are both my strategies on how to solo the 2 new event bosses. Like I said earlier, sorry if I'm bad at talking, I'm very tired, but hopefully I got this video out in time to be a little bit helpful to some of you. Anyways, thank you to my channel members for making this video possible. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day.